our viewers. I'm Apio Nancy from Wafula and Company Advocate. Guess what? Today we are moving to have a one-on-one with Council John. So please follow me.
Wafula and Company Advocates.
Yes, our viewers, like I've earlier on told you, I'm now here with Council John himself.
Glad to have you.
Now, today I have something interesting to share with you.
What is that?
Savings.
Savings?
Yes.
I've just saved.
That is very
today.
good.
It's important because we have to focus on future.
True. I see a number of times people are suffering, they are lacking basic necessities because they lack the knowledge on savings.
It is circumstantial. So many factors tend to influence.
Yeah.
So what is it?
Today I have a very interesting, particularly on Nssf. Please, can you share with our viewers, what is Nssf?
Nssf is National Social Security Fund.
Yes.
An entity which was created by the Nssf Act of 1985, which was amended recently.
True.
To provide or handle social security savings for both private and the public.
Okay.
So basically, that is it.
Then, can you please tell our viewers who is eligible to save? Who can save?
Ordinarily, you and me can save as long as you are registered by the entity. So your employer can help register you, but you can also do it from the voluntary aspect, what we call voluntary scheme.
I don't get it properly.
Except if you are employed, for instance, in civil service.
Yes, please.
Of this government, police, UPDF, your employer is supposed to register you with the Nssf. But even those who are not employed can have registered, can be registered through the voluntary scheme.
But for the purpose of clarity for the viewers, could you please differentiate between, I believe the government workers, they have this pension scheme, and then beside we have Nssf. I don't know whether there is a difference between the two.
Of course, the difference between the two is that you are not employed by government, so you cannot get pension, isn't it?
True.
So this was an alternative to cater for those who are not working with government.
So, the summary I can make from that is when you are a private worker, you go for Nssf.
Definitely.
Then the people in government, they go for pension.
They go for pension, but even those who are not employed can still save. The mindset of thinking that you must be in employment before you save is something of the past.
No, we have
so moving forward, you can do it at voluntary level, the individual level.
Then, of recent, I think during COVID-19, there was amendment. I don't know if you can try to highlight what was in the amendment and what was before the amendment.
I'm not going into full details, but precisely the situation before and now. Initially, there was a minimum of the number of people a company had to have before getting registered.
Yes, please.
For Nssf. Today, even if you have one employee,
yes, please,
you are required to save for that employee.
Okay.
The other aspect was access to funds. The law was relaxed in such a way that at 45 of age, as long as you have been saving with the fund for 10 years, you can access your savings. Meaning the law was relaxed on age and also on the number of employees. Those are the most important changes.
Then, under what circumstances can one access their savings?
There are quite a number of circumstances. I will start off with the aspect of 45. That's the minimum age. So, other than that, and by the way, you are restricted only to 20% of the accrued interest. You cannot go beyond the 20%. Why? Because at the end of the day, the fund must have money to run its activities and also accumulate interest, which is normally paid on an annual basis to the members. The second aspect is if you hit the age of 50 and you are not in a regular employment, you are allowed to access the fund. If you are in regular employment, the age of retirement is 55. So you hit 55, you apply for the fund. But there's what we call benefits. Although the literal interpretation of benefit would mean something else, but it's related to what you have asked under what circumstances. We have people who came in this country as expatriates. They are here for a period of time, and then after that they go back permanently to their countries. And then we have Ugandans who opt to leave Uganda permanently. So if you have been saving with a fund, you are an expatriate, you want to go back to your country, you have no business coming back again, you make an application and the money is given to you. If you're Ugandan, you want to locate to South Africa for good, to Cuba or another country, you must show cause that indeed you are living in Uganda permanently. Then the law allows you to get the money. The other aspect is invalidity benefit, where you have been working normally, but you get an accident, you suffer from disability. But disability should be one that is able to affect you from work. If it is disability that does not stop you from working, you cannot access that money.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean, there's a friend of mine who thought that once you get some sickness, then you rush to Nssf. It's not like that. You must produce verifiable evidence for the fund to consider you. When I talk about the fund, I mean Nssf.
Okay.
National Social Security Fund.
Okay. Maybe to take you back a bit, I don't know whether I didn't get you properly. You said someone should be 45. If I get a job this year, I'm already 45. Can I claim for my...
There is a condition.
Yes, please.
You must have saved with the fund for at least 10 years.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for that clarity.
You're welcome.
Now, how do you access the Nssf services online?
Nssf has a running website.
Yes,
You
please.
can go to the search engine and have it. You can also download Nssf Go, which gives you full details about what they offer and any information that you would require to have. You can also visit their offices other than just online. Their offices are spread across the country, although they are not in every district. For instance, here in Jinja, they have an office opposite the Jinja State Council in Kampala, on Kampala Road, and the other areas. You can also Google about branches of Nssf. And so that's how you can quickly get details.
Then, can you explain to our viewers what is the retirement age as per the Nssf Act?
The retirement age is 55, meaning that once you hit 55, the fund recognizes
As
you.
a
Go and
retired
get your
person.
money.
Okay.
In fact, if you have been saving with Nssf and you are 55, you are free to go and claim the money, but you can also leave the money.
In fact, you should
And,
first emphasize that.
so that it keeps on accumulating.
Emphasize.
Their interest has been a bit reasonable compared to other saving schemes. They normally declare between 10 to 12%, and that's good money. For instance, if it's 10%, if you have saved 10 million, you will have 1 million.
Okay.
1 million, which is added to the 10 to make it 11, and that money keeps on accumulating.
Okay.
You are in office working, but the fund is working for you.
True.
You are growing richer.
True.
So the more money you have at Nssf, the more accumulation you make.
Okay.
Yes.
So, does Nssf offer banking services?
Banking service with the strings attached. You see, with the banking, you can deposit the money today and then withdraw through ATM tomorrow. No one will
Please
question.
explain that.
Now,
string.
the banking of Nssf is such that you can voluntarily open an account with them today, and then you will be recognized as a Pio Nance saving with Nssf. That money you have banked, you will access it, subject to the rules you have highlighted. The money you have banked will accumulate interest, which is far beyond what banks give on fixed deposit. And also, you are really secure because this government entity has been with us here for a long period of time. So people are really safe. They are really safe.
When you talked of banking, I got excited. I thought I would just take my money and I pick when I want it.
Even if you got these banks, they offer different products. They don't offer the same product. They will tell you we are not offering a fixed deposit service. Others will tell you we don't do mortgages.
True.
So you can do banking with Nssf with the strings I have
attached.
Highlighted.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what are some of the benefits that the Nssf members are entitled?
The first benefit is invalidity. I already talked about it.
True.
So you have been saving, and due to circumstances beyond your own making, you get an accident, you are unable to do the work, you will be able to access your money. That is the first benefit. The other benefit is the immigration's benefit. I emphasize that it is applicable to two aspects. You are Ugandan, you want to live permanently. You are an expatriate foreigner, you are returning to your country. Then there is a benefit associated with your family. If you pass on, your spouse, your children, if you don't have children, your relatives can be able to follow up with this money. So the benefit which your people get is called the survivor benefit. Then we have the withdrawal benefit. This is applicable to people who have attained the age of 50, and then the pension benefit, which is available to those who have hit 55 years.
Then is there a specific sum of money that one can access from Nssf? Or I may just go and say I want this percent today and...
No, there are now criteria,
okay,
and depends on each category.
Okay.
For more specific, because I've already hinted, like if you are 45, you can't go beyond 20% of accrued interest. So it depends, and the officers are able to guide depending on your application.
If I may take you back, you talk about invalidity benefit.
Yes.
For example, I've worked, I'm not even 45, but I'm now unable to work because maybe due to the injury that I sustained from workplace. Do I access the whole sum of money or a specific percentage?
You access your money.
Oh.
And even the other rule of minimum age of 45 is only applicable when circumstances are normal.
Okay.
Meaning the one of validity is an exception to
Okay.
the general rule.
True. Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay.
Then, can you take us through the steps someone who is out there would want to know? How do they start so that they can access their NSSF money?
You need to first of all have details of the account you created with NSSF, or the account the person you are trying to help follow up created. Then you can go either online or visit the office. Now, when you go when you pursue the online channel, you will have to download the form, and that form gives you details: the name, the number, the address, the mode of payment, and then you are able to fill in. Once you have filled the form properly, you have attached the national identity card, you submit. In the alternative, you can go to one of the offices. They will give you a form, you fill the information and submit, and wait, you don't have your money. So many people have been getting their money, and that's why we encourage those who have issues to consult lawyers. If the fund is trying to play games here and there, the lawyers will be able to advise you on how to proceed.
Thank you so much, our dear viewers. I hope you've benefited enough. We have been taking through the NSSF savings schemes and how it operates. In case you have any question, please feel free to always contact us. You can subscribe to all the pages. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter and YouTube. Thank you so much for always.
Even on that YouTube, by the way, if they have a question, they can write their comment.
True.
So that we are able to respond. And if you should feel free.
True.
Because that's where we can only give free legal.
True. Once you
advice.
come to office here is different.
It will be different.
True, definitely. So thank you so much. I hope you benefited. Bye bye.
Wafula and Company Advocates.